Welcome, my friends, to the theater of envy, where jealousy howls like a tempest, and you stand immovable, untouchable, unyielding. Let me ask you this: have you ever witnessed someone unravel right before your eyes, not because of something you did, but simply because of who you are? It's intoxicating, isn't it? Their envy is so thick, it suffocates the air around them. It clings to their soul like a second skin, choking their spirit. Yet they keep feeding it. They hate you, but they can't escape you. They despise your existence, yet every step they take revolves around your shadow. You don't have to lift a finger to destroy them, they are their own undoing. And isn't that poetic? Jealousy, my dear listener, is a relentless parasite in you. Oh, you are the antidote they can never afford. They see your strength, your resilience, your unstoppable light, and it burns them alive. Every triumph you achieve becomes a dagger in their heart, a reminder of their failures. Your steps forward drag them backward into the abyss of their insecurities. They are not just envious of what you have, they are terrified of what you represent. You are a living mirror reflecting everything they could have been but were too weak to become. That reflection, it cracks them wide open, exposing the emptiness within. Their descent into chaos begins subtly: a clenched jaw, a forced smile, a sideways glare. But soon, it spirals. They whisper in corners, plot in shadows, and compare themselves to you obsessively. They hurl stones at your fortress, hoping to see it crumble, but every stone ricochets, leaving fractures on their own fragile facade. And the beauty of it all? They think you're oblivious to their bitterness. But you see it. Oh, you see it clearly. And you let it happen, not out of malice, but because their downfall is their doing, not yours. There's nothing more satisfying than watching someone dismantle themselves trying to dismantle you. They tie their own noose with every thought of you. They dig their own graves with every venomous word. You never ask for their jealousy. You don't need their approval, their validation, or their permission to thrive. Yet thrive you did. And how it makes them writhe. They crave your success, your fire, your indomitable spirit, but lack the spine to endure what you've endured to get here. Your existence terrifies them because it shatters their illusions. It proves that greatness is possible. And nothing shakes a mediocre soul more than realizing mediocrity was a choice. But here's the irony: while their jealousy eats them alive, it sharpens you. Their bitterness fuels your fire. Their sleepless nights spent obsessing over you only make your dreams sweeter. While they waste their days scheming, you're out there building an empire so magnificent they can only watch in despair. Do you hear that? That's the sound of their hollow cries, echoing in the chambers of their failure. They can't escape their torment because they've chained their worth to your shadow. And you don't even notice. Why would you? You're too busy living, thriving, conquering. Their hatred is their downfall. Their obsession is their demise. They think if they mimic your steps, they'll achieve your heights. But what they don't understand is this: your journey isn't about where you walked, it's about how you walked. It's the fire in your soul, the grit in your heart, the scars you've turned into medals. They try to wear your crown, but it shatters them because a crown forged in fire cannot rest on a head made of glass. And when their imitation fails, as it always does, they blame you. They scream your name like a curse, not realizing it's the anchor of their existence. But here's the truth: their jealousy isn't your burden to bear. It's their punishment. Every second you spend thinking about their bitterness is a second stolen from your greatness. Let them drown in their envy. Let them choke on the bitterness they brewed for themselves. You owe them nothing, not your pity, not your attention, and certainly not your downfall. Stand tall, my friend. Every jealous glance is a testament to your power. Every bitter thought is proof that you've already won. So what will you do? Will you stoop to their level, acknowledging their desperate attempts to drag you down? Or will you rise higher, leaving them to suffocate in the dust of your victories? The choice, as always, is yours. But remember this: jealousy may whisper in their ears, but your silence screams louder than their hatred ever could. Let them shatter. Let them break. Let them claw at their own fragile egos while you ascend. And as you rise, their masks will slip. You'll see their desperate attempts to replicate your greatness, to mimic your spirit, to capture your essence. It's almost tragic. They don't realize that your journey isn't about the steps, it's about the relentless fire that fueled every one of them. They'll try to wear your crown, but it will crush them. And when it does, they'll curse your name, blaming you for their shattered pieces. They'll never see the truth. They were never strong enough to carry what you've endured. You are the storm they can't withstand, the fire they can't extinguish, the truth they can't face. And the best part, you never had to lift a finger. They destroyed themselves, piece by agonizing piece, trying to keep up with you. So walk away, my friend. Walk away and let their envy echo in the empty halls of their failures. You are their obsession, their addiction, their demise. And that, oh, that is your ultimate victory. Keep building. Keep thriving. Keep shining. Because the more they hate, the more you've already won. And here's the beauty of it all, you don't even have to look back to see the wreckage they've made of themselves. Their downfall echoes so loudly that it reaches you no matter how far ahead you are. Every move you make, every success you carve, is another weight on their shoulders. They can't breathe under the pressure of their own jealousy, and yet they can't let it go. You've become their obsession, their torment, their reason for sleepless nights. And you remain untouched, soaring higher, thriving louder, and living freer than they ever imagined. Do you feel it? The power of being untouchable. Their schemes, their whispers, their whisper nodding are nothing but shadows trying to grasp at the sun. Let them try. Let them burn their fingers on the fire of your success. For every ounce of energy they waste on hating you, you're using yours to build an empire so vast, so unshakable, they can only look on in despair. They scream your name like a curse, but deep down, they know the truth, it's a prayer. A desperate plea to be noticed, to matter, to exist in the orbit of someone as powerful as you. They'll deny it, of course. They'll deny it with every fiber of their being. But the evidence is clear, isn't it? They revolve around you. Their every thought, every move, every word is tethered to your existence. And that's their ultimate tragedy. They've made you their god, while you've made them nothing more than a forgotten whisper in the wind. Let their jealousy sharpen your focus. Let their bitterness fuel your fire. With every hateful glare, every venomous word, they unknowingly hand you the tools to rise even higher. While they crumble beneath the weight of their envy, you ascend into realms they can't even dream of. They hate you not for what you've done, but for what you've become, proof that mediocrity is a choice and greatness is possible. And as you rise, you'll notice something profound. The louder their screams grow, the quieter your heart becomes. Peace. That's the ultimate reward of indifference. While they thrash and claw, you rest easy, knowing their hatred is powerless against your You've moved beyond them, beyond their reach, beyond their wildest hopes of ever pulling you down. So let them stew in their envy. Let them choke on the bitterness of their failure. Their collapse is their doing, not yours. You're too far ahead, too strong, too focused to even notice the dust they kick up in your shadow. Build higher, shine brighter, and leave their broken whispers behind. Because, my friend, every jealous thought, every bitter word, every envious glare, it's not an attack on you. It's a confession that you are everything they wish they could be, but never will. Let that sink in. While they waste their lives tearing themselves apart, you're writing your legacy, one unstoppable victory at a time. So don't stop, don't falter, don't even slow down to acknowledge them. Keep rising, keep thriving, keep winning. Let their envy be the anthem of your greatness. Let their bitterness be the fire that lights your path. Because every moment they spend hating you is another moment you've already won.